From the Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville, Illinois, this evening, Roosevelt University Athletics via the Roosevelt University Athletics YouTube channel brings you Saturday Night Hockey, as it is the Roosevelt University Lakers hosting the Northwood Timberwolves in the second of a two-game weekend series here in Bensonville. Hi again, everybody, and good evening. I'm Tom Westenfeld. It's great to have you along with us as we are back on the air on our YouTube channel here. Not able to call last night's game as we had a scheduling issue there, but we are back with the broadcast schedule tonight. And so we have hockey for you this evening. Roosevelt against Northwood. As we said, it's the second of a two-game weekend series here for these two teams. Right now, Northwood coming into this matchup with a record of 14 victories and 9 defeats on the year, while Roosevelt coming in at 7-13. Last night in the opening game of the series, it was Northwood cruising to a 7-2 win in that matchup. So Northwood looking for the weekend series sweep, and the Lakers looking to get the series split. Lakers coming into this series after having defeated Northern Illinois last week, 8-5 a week ago last night here at the Edge, and then they followed that up with a road win in Dundee, Illinois the following afternoon. And now the Lakers back home, and next week they'll have a home-and-home series against Grand Valley State, and we'll have that call for you for the game a week from tonight here at the Edge, as the two teams about to come out onto the ice here for the final warm-ups prior to this evening's game, as we are now well into the calendar year 2026, and looking ahead right now to the Roosevelt schedule as the Lakers continuing on with this 2025-2026 campaign, and taking a look at the, as we said, the upcoming Lakers schedule, as we'll call it up here on the trusty laptop. And although at times it's not so dependable, but either way, it seems to be working in good order tonight. And again, the Lakers, their upcoming opponents, Grand Valley State next weekend. And then in 2 weeks, they will start a weekend home-and-home series at Davenport before wrapping up the month of January here at the Edge against the Davenport Panthers on January 31. And then in the month of February, the Lakers will have a home-and-home series first weekend of February against Calvin, and then they'll wrap up the season here on Friday, February 13, and Saturday, February 14, both games against Purdue Northwest. The first game will be in Hammond, Indiana, and the second game will be here at the Edge. That'll be the season finale on Valentine's Day here at the Edge Ice Arena. As we said, the two teams about to come out onto the ice as we get ready to go for this evening's game. Lakers again trying to bounce back after a defeat last evening, as we look to cover a doubleheader sweep as far as athletics broadcasting goes here today for Roosevelt University. Earlier on today, great win for the men's volleyball team. Kelly Magliano's team off to a great start, 2-1 now. They won their last two. They were able to sweep a weekend series against Barry University, and so a good start for the Roosevelt Lakers men's volleyball team, as they were able to pick up their second consecutive win here earlier on today. That was at the Goodman Center in downtown Chicago. Lakers and now Timberwolves coming out onto the ice, and we are not far away from hockey on this Saturday night. It's turned into a little bit of a snowy Saturday night here in the western suburbs of Chicago. Nothing, I think, too serious. As for the Lakers tonight, it'll be Nicholas L. in the nets for the Lakers here in this matchup. And he is the goalie out of Huntsville, Ontario, Canada. And he comes in with a 3.68 goals against average. And it will be Peter Baldwin in goal for Northwood. And Baldwin coming into the game, a 3.28 goals against and a .903 save percentage. Two teams are lining up now at their respective blue lines. Shortly we'll send it to the public address and Steve Hayes. And we will get ready to go for hockey this evening here at the Edge, as we'll send it now presently to the public address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Edge, the home of Lakers hockey. Tonight's matchup again features the visiting Timberwolves of Northwood University and your Roosevelt Lakers. Please welcome tonight's game officials, referees Greg Elwanger and Josh Coglanese. From Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, number 28, Tanner Hallett. From Bartlett, Illinois, number 94, Luke Watterson. And starting in goal tonight for the Lakers, from Huntsville, Ontario, Canada, number 70, Nicholas L. The head coach of the Roosevelt Lakers is Billy Carr, and the Lakers' assistant coach is Ben Buchel. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise, remove all hats and caps, and direct your attention to the flag of the United States of America at the north end of the arena. This is our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you.
Our national anthem as we get ready to go for hockey tonight here at the Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville, Illinois. Glad you've joined us here as we're able to bring you live video tonight as the internet connection here seems to be holding fast and firm. And we're about ready to go. Northwood coming out onto the ice now in their road light blue jerseys with the white numerals and black trim. And the Lakers coming out in their home white sweaters tonight with the black numerals trimmed in green and the sweater at the base of the sweater there around the waist trimmed in black and green striping. So settle in on this Saturday evening. If you got the NFL game on TV, put the game on your phone here, our hockey game tonight. Or you can put the football game on the phone and put the hockey on the big screen. Either way, we're happy to have you along with us for hockey this evening. It'll be Roosevelt going as we look at it and as you watch on our video stream from our right to left. And then it will be Northwood going left to right. And we're about to get underway here this evening at the Edge. And we are here, in fact, underway after the opening face-off. And the Timberwolves able to dump it into the far side. Lakers are able to take it back now in their own zone as Luke Watterson got back to it. Ran it around the boards now to the near side. Puck came around now here, right wing corner. And Northwood able to keep it in. They'll send it to the near point, wrist it in from there. Got blocked by the defense on the shot that came in, it looked like from Leo Crawford. Puck went over to the far corner. Now the Lakers able to clear all the way from right to left. And it'll be icing here on the Lakers, and so we'll have a Laker defensive zone face-off on the way. Just underway in our game here this evening, as we have 19:32 remaining here in this opening period. Here comes the draw. Near circle to the left of the Roosevelt net now. Looks like 1-0 on the sweater number. It's kind of ruffled up there, but there's no 1-0 on the Northwood roster. Now it looks like it's been unruffled. Looks like it was 68 Jacob McClellan on the draw there for Northwood as the puck went over to the far side, and now it came back out to center. Northwood able to get it back. They're working across the Laker line on the left wing side into the far corner. Centering pass here. They tried to jam it home. Battle for the puck there out front. Now it got poked away. It looked like that centering pass came in believe that may have been McClellan in front of the net on the doorstep now from the left point. A drive in here, but the Lakers are able to turn that away, blocked at the defense. Roosevelt now back into the neutral zone, but it'll be taken away. Good play here defensively by Owen Croston, who was able to take it away. They put it in deep. Again, a near scramble in front of the net, but the puck sliding to the near side. Now it went over to the left wing point. Fired in from there, and then it got deflected into the right wing corner. Now the Timberwolves will track it down. Jack Rivera flings it over to the far side. It went to the left wing point. Now back into the far corner it goes. Pushed back in behind the net and into the right side corner now. Just underway, opening period of this game tonight. Puck loose over to the far side. Tanner Hallett able to get to it now for Roosevelt. He's pinned against the far boards. And it got pushed loose over to the far side along the left wing boards, and now it came out to center, and now the Timberwolves will regroup. They'll play it over to the far boards, then it got immediately reversed to the near side. Banks along the near boards here. Rivera trying to get to it, can't do it. Lakers now able to push it back into the Northwood zone, giving chase here along the near side in the face-off circle. That was Lucas Karowski. It got pushed over to the far side, came back out to center. Northwood with it back now. The Northwood Timberwolves didn't see the game here last night, but as we have a whistle here, let's see if they got called for offside, but either way, was just about to make the point. Northwood, when they get the puck, they have a lot of speed. That's the first impression here of your humble play-by-play announcer, as we have 17 minutes, 58 seconds remaining in the first period. And we have a penalty coming up, and this will be against Roosevelt. And it'll be Drake Adams getting 2 minutes here. We'll have the call coming up momentarily.
27, Drake Adams. 2 minutes for tripping at 17:56 remaining in the first period. Drake Adams, 2 minutes for a trip at 17:56 remaining in the first.
So the Northwood power play unit on the ice. They'll bring it around the perimeter to the top of the near circle. They'll backpedal it here a little bit there as Alex Bedenko had it for a moment, played it now to the far side. Wristed in from there near the far circle. That got blocked by the defense, but Northwood able to keep it back. They'll play it now to the near side. Here's Bryce Garber with it. Sends it now right wing half board. Fired in from there. Looked like a stick save there from Nicholas L. And then it got poked into the right wing corner. Came back now to the right wing point. Holding it there now, Adam Moulet. He'll swing it over to the far side. Then a return pass to the right side point. Rink wide pass to the far side. Now to Moulet again. He'll send it in, deflected into the far corner. Scramble for the puck there. Looks like it's Rivera able to get to it. He'll send it back now, top of the far circle, and from there, into the high slot, a quick shot. It looked like it got deflected wide left as that shot coming in there from Bedenko. Now it came here to the right wing point. Northwood applying the pressure. Bedenko with it again now to Moulet. Around to the top of the far circle. Wristed in from there, and it'll be sent wide to the right side. Lakers able to get it back, and they will play it back all the way into the Northwood zone. A race to the puck there as it came to the near boards, and Northwood able to get back to it there. Leo Crawford able to race back to the puck. He picks up a head of steam. He goes flying through the neutral zone, send it over to the far boards. Then it got tossed back toward Crawford again. They swing it into the slot here. Puck knocked away. Lakers trying to clear. Northwood nicely able to keep it in. They'll send it around now to the near side. And toward the bottom of the near circle, back now to the right wing point, Crawford. And he'll fire in a drive and one wide to the right side. Puck now on the rebound, went over to the far boards. Northwood able to continue with control. 9 seconds to go on the Timberwolves power play. Here's a drive in from the top of the slot, and it went wide left as players taking a tumble. Another shot went wide. Now a third shot is going to be stopped here by L, and then the Lakers able to clear all the way. That'll take care of the penalty time. And line changes, it appears, for both teams now as the Timberwolves able to take possession. They'll bring it back left to right through the neutral zone. Great pass up ahead here, skating across the line. Here's Milos Todorovic. And now it got played here into the right wing corner. Lakers able to take it back. They played over to the far side now. They're trying to loft it out of the zone. Kept in very nicely there. It looked like by Chase Temple. Puck went back in behind the net. And now Northwood not able to keep it in. It got played back out to center. Here's Adam Moulet with it now. Put it up ahead, and it'll slide all the way to the end boards here near the Laker net as the game continues. Collision here taking down one of the Northwood players. I think that would have been Donald Gooley. And now it came around here to the right side. Puck came here to the near point in the Northwood end. Now the Lakers able to bring it through center. Looks like it's Kevin Euler with it far side. He'll drop it back into the slot. No one home there for the Lakers. And Northwood able to take it back. Good defensive play there by Todorovic. And now it'll be played across the line. Sent in here, but it went wide left. There's that shot coming in as now it got played here again to the near side for Northwood. Lakers now bringing it back the other way. Lucas Nyes had that last shot there for Northwood. Now the puck dumped in. We have a stoppage here and a face-off. I beg your pardon, a face-off coming up. As 14:33 remaining here in the first period. No score in this game. Oh, a lot of breath there. He inhaled a little bit too much. A little too much air after that stoppage after a long stretch. As off the face-off, the Lakers put it in deep. Northwood trying to clear. Now they're going to be able to bring it out of the zone. Tossed up ahead into the Lakers zone here. That came in from Bedenko. Now it went into the far side, and it got played out front here, and now we'll have a face-off on the way. Bedenko from Macomb, Michigan, starting that sequence up the right wing. Ultimately a face-off here to the left of the Laker net. 14:17 remaining in the opening period. After the draw, Lakers will be able to get possession. Banked along the far boards. And now the Lakers will send it ahead into the Northwood zone, and the Timberwolves got it back. I thought initially the Lakers would just peel it back into their own end, but it didn't happen. Tanner Hallett now has it far corner in his own zone, being chased there by one of the Timberwolves as Northwood able to keep it in left wing point. Put back in behind the net, and now the Lakers are able to take over. They'll wheel it around here into the near corner, and they'll try to regroup behind the net again. Aggressive forecheck here by Northwood as the puck brought out to center. Then backhanded in by Hallett into the Northwood zone. Waterston trying to get to it behind the net. Try to backhand centering pass. Came over to the far side. Lakers get it back. I believe that'll be Quigley with it now. Circles around to the near side. Bottom of the near circle. It is Quigley. Let's go a drive. And it hit the back of the leg of one of the Northwood defenders. And then it came back out to center. Northwood with possession. They'll bring it across the Laker line on the left wing side. Poke back out to center ice again. Timberwolves will regroup. They send it across the Laker line, and now it'll get played into the far circle. Oh, a sharp angled shot there right on, and Nicholas L able to make the save, and we'll have a face-off on the way. So a face-off coming up as 13:10 remaining in a freewheeling first period. Here in the early going right now, Northwood is leading in shots on goal 8-1. Face-off, far circle, came around now to the near side. Lakers will bring it up. Dumping it in from the neutral zone there. That's going to be Andrew Lozenak. Went over to the far boards. Lakers able to keep it in. It slides back in behind the Northwood net. Timberwolves take it back. They run it up the near boards. Now backtracking here a little bit is going to be Leo Crawford. Played it over to the far corner now. And it got bounced out to center. Center ice here. That was Cameron Duffney trying to knock it down to no avail. Lakers able to take it back, but now they'll be called for offside as Kevin Euler brought it into the Northwood zone. And we'll have a stoppage and a face-off coming up. Let's see if we have a penalty maybe coming up as well. 12:38 remaining in the period. Northwood had an early power play that they were not successful on. And now we will have a face-off coming up. No one in the penalty boxes, so everything copacetic here now as it'll be Danny Bazac on the draw, far circle to the left of the Northwood net. And he will be going up against Milos Todorovic. And the draw one. Well, let's see, we do have a penalty now on the board.
At 12:38 remaining in the first period. Once again, 2-minute penalty for too many men on the ice at 12:38 remaining in the first.
Yeah, the officiating crew came here in front of the near, and below us on the near side in front of the off-ice officials box. Didn't see a signal, and for a long time there was no one in the penalty box. And then finally I saw the timer light up and the call, too many men on the ice against Northwood. So it's a Laker power play as they have the puck here at center ice. A hard hit applied here down by to Waterston at center as the Lakers dumping it in, and then it'll go back now into the Roosevelt zone as Northwood able to clear. Nicholas L out of the net, he'll drop it off, and the Lakers will regroup. 1:13 to go on the Roosevelt power play. Their first chance at a power play opportunity tonight. They'll bring it through the neutral zone and across the line. Up the far side, I think that might have been Bowen Lopez. I saw the 2 on the sweater, but didn't see the second digit. Anyway, it went around to the near corner and then cleared away by Northwood back into the Lakers zone. Actually, now I think it may have been Tanner Hallett to bring the puck up the far side last time. Lakers now will try again. 46 seconds to go on the power play. Drake Adams now skirts around the defender, went into the near corner, centering pass out front. Oh, looked like a traffic jam was going to develop. It never did, and Northwood able to clear. I thought there might have been a scoring opportunity developing for the Lakers, but it didn't happen. And now to be Roosevelt with possession again. Down to under 30 seconds to go on the power play. Lakers turning it over. Northwood able to bring it across the line, but good defensive work there while on the power play, and no scoring opportunity arises for Northwood. Lakers back across the blue line into the Lakers zone. It got pushed now wide to the far side. Tanner Hallett able to track it down. Had it knocked away from behind. Here comes Northwood back left to right. They'll bring it across the Laker line. Angling to the near side. Quick shot here. Pad save made by Nicholas L on the shot that came in from Todorovic. And now it'll be the Lakers coming up back. They'll play it into the Northwood zone. The penalty is over. Both teams at full strength. Northwood coming across the Laker line. It looked like a 2-on-1 was going to develop. Instead, a sharp angled shot here. Well, it looks like the net is at an odd angle from up here in the press box, but the game going on. And now finally a whistle. Yeah, the net was at an odd angle, and for a while there, they kept the game going while the net had been dislodged. Yeah, I thought I was seeing things there a little bit because they kept the game going, but the net, in fact, had been knocked loose. It's been reattached, and we'll have a face-off coming up. 10:22 for the period. No score in the game. Here comes the draw. Far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net now. Looks like it's Bryce Garber on the draw here for Northwood. Here's the draw. It came back to the Lakers. They'll bring it across the Northwood line. Kevin Euler into the near circle. Bothered from behind here. Good defensive pressure by Adam Moulet. Now the puck came here to the near boards. Taken back by Northwood. They'll bring it across the Laker line. Benenko with it. Works it in now to the near corner. He tried to get a centering pass away, but was bothered by a Laker defender. And now a whistle as the puck was sliding over to the far boards. And we have a stoppage here. 10:02 to go in the first period. 0-0 game between Northwood and Roosevelt. Game 2 of this weekend set. Glad you joined us from wherever you may be on this NFL divisional playoff weekend. And here comes the face-off now. It'll be McClellan on the draw for Northwood. Far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. There's the face-off. Got pushed back toward the end boards. I think that was Lozenak trying to sweep it away and went into the far corner, now up the far half board. Puck now being battled for there. A 2-on-2 scrum develops. And that didn't take long. Lakers able to get it back. Good play there by Blake Martino to get the puck back. Now it came around to the near side. Taken back again, this time by Michael Somona for the Lakers. He'll bring it up the right wing, the far side boards. And now back into the Northwood zone, and now the Timberwolves will take it back. They'll angle the pass over to the far side across the Laker line now. And put here toward the goal, and it came around now to the near side. Lakers able to take it back. They work it across the line. Here's Danny Bazach into the near circle. Sharp angle, backhand centering pass, got knocked away, so it went right in front of the crease. Puck down to the far corner. Blake Martino, I think, is there for the Lakers. Four-man scrub developing. They continue to battle here, right where the end boards curve into the far corner. The battle continues. Puck finally loose, put back behind the net. Bazach had it, trying to play it out front. Now it got sent over to the far boards. Fired in from there. It came whistling wide to the near side, well wide by about 40 feet. Never really went anywhere near the net. Anyway, Danny Bazach has it. Plays it over to the far side. Richter from there went wide right again. Karams off the end boards, came down to the near side. Northwood able to clear. And then it got put right back in to the Laker, into the Northwood zone. And now they battle for it here, and Northwood able to get it back as they bring it across the Laker line, but not for long. Now it pinballs around at center ice. Lakers bring it across the line, and inadvertently, Martino splits defenders, almost ran into the goalie. Oh, and they score! Oh my goodness, Blake Martino able to split two defenders, threw it in front. I lost sight of the puck there. Martino was almost going to run into the goalie. That was what kind of diverted my vision, and then the puck went in, and the Lakers have a 1-0 lead. So give the Roosevelt goal to Martino, it appears, at the 11:42 mark of this opening period. We'll have the official announcement coming up. But either way, Roosevelt now with a 1-0 lead.
Goal by number 13, Blake Martino. Off the assist by number 24, Joey Coglianese at 8:18 remaining in the first period.
So Martino from Coglianese, and the Lakers have the lead by a score of 1-0. They'll bring it back through the neutral zone after the face-off. Fed to the Northwood line, and now the Timberwolves bring it back across the Laker line. On the drive here toward the near circle, that was Colin Baker with it. Now it got fed into the near corner, battled for there, taken back again by Northwood, spun around into the right wing corner again, and now the Lakers able to play it over to the far side. Backhand pass up ahead. Kevin Euler reaches back, able to reel it in nicely. Skates into the far circle. In front, dropped it back. Quick shot here. They score! Oh, great feed from Kevin Euler right into the deep slot there, and a quick wrister gets by Peter Baldwin, and the Lakers will take a 2-0 lead on a second quick goal in succession. That goal will go to Gabe Kruger. So the Lakers up 2-0, and that goal will come in exactly 12 minutes and 30 seconds into the period. So the Lakers scored twice in less than a minute. They scored twice in 48 seconds, and the Lakers now with a 2-0 lead.
Lakers goal by number 97, Gabe Kruger. Off the assist by number 68, Jack Quigley. At 7:30 remaining in the first period.
So Quigley getting an assist. I thought Euler was in on that play as well, but either way, 2-0 in favor of the Lakers.
30 remaining in the first.
And after the announcement, a quick stoppage, and we have a face-off on the way. 2-0 Roosevelt in the lead now. Face-off near circle to the left of the Roosevelt net. Here's the draw. Came out now to the right wing point. Kept in here by the Timberwolves. They played to the near half board. Fired it from there right on, and a save made. And we'll have a face-off coming up after Bryce Garber line driving it in. Looked like around knee high, but the stop made by Nicholas L. And again, we'll have a face-off coming up. 7:08 remaining in the first period. Lakers up 2-0 despite being outshot right now 11-3. Here's the face-off, one to the backboards, over to the far corner now. Roosevelt able to control. Hallett, spin around a backhand pass to the neutral zone. Then it gets deflected to the near boards. And Podenko trying to lob it into the Lakers zone. He's successful. Pass here out front. Oh, and a stop by Nicholas L. Oh, there was a couple of Northwood players right on the doorstep there. They got a wrister away, but L was able to make the stop. And now the Lakers able to bring it out of the zone. They clear it back to center. And actually, did it go out of play? I lost track of the puck here. We do have a stoppage. And yep, puck going out of play. We'll have a face-off on the way. 6:43 remaining in period one. 2-0 Roosevelt with the advantage. So we'll have a face-off coming up far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. A great start after a rough outing last night for the Lakers. Roosevelt up right now 2-0. Here's the draw. Went to the end boards and taken back here now by Roosevelt. Lobbed out into the rafters. Oh, it stayed within the, didn't hit anything in the ceiling, at the ceiling level. And that means that the puck remained live and stayed in play. Over to the far side, Zachary McCarthy able to track it down. Now it came around to the left wing boards, kept in by the Lakers. And now it'll be brought back here up the near side. Rink wide pass coming here from Cameron Duffney, went into the far corner. And now I think it was Duffney able to retrieve it again. It's getting all the way the width of the ice here. Puck now thrown back into the backboard, so they try to backhand centering pass. Instead now, thought a wraparound was developing. Brought out to the top of the high near circle, and from there the shot's going to be blocked by the defense as Crawford able to take the shot there for Northwood. Lakers have it back in their own zone. They'll play it up now to the far side. They turn it over here. Northwood with the puck. Sweeper shot there. Never got through. Rebound and a scramble in front of the net. A huge pileup in front of the net, and now we finally have a whistle. Oh my goodness. That was quite the pileup there. And a face-off is on the way. 5:48 remaining here in the opening frame. 2-0 in favor of Roosevelt. No penalties as of yet, although I said that earlier on and we wound up having too many men on the ice penalty. Doesn't look like that'll happen here. And we have a face-off on the way. It'll be Nathan Ayuyu on the draw here now for Northwood. It got played here to the right wing half board and then into the near corner. Danny Bazach then rings it around the boards. Now it goes to the far side. And the puck was kind of bouncing there on the blue line, and barely able to keep it in there was Moulet, and then eventually we have a whistle. So that was a little strange. Puck got tossed out of play, so a new one tossed in. But Moulet there, the puck was bouncing. I thought for sure it went beyond the blue line, but it didn't. But we didn't have a stoppage much longer thereafter anyway, and now the Lakers able to win the faceoff as they'll backtrack into their own zone. Heading to the 5-minute mark remaining in the first period. 2-0 Roosevelt with the lead. Now taken back here, and a quick shot and a save by Nicholas L. Oh, taken away there for Northwood by Lucas Nyes, and he fired it in an eye-high save there by L, and we'll have a faceoff coming up. 5:21 to be exact remaining in the period. Quick face-off here. We're still looking at the scoreboard, and I saw the clock start again as we're back to action. High slot here, a shot here blocked by the defenses. That shot came in again from Nyes. Puck now back in behind the net, and Northwood have played along to the far boards. Looked like it went on the dasher there a little bit. Taken back now by Yu here for Northwood. Dropped it back now to the left wing point. Good defensive work here by the Lakers, but a shot released anyway. And a save made by L, and Nicholas L will cover it up. And we'll have a face-off on the way. Now under 5 minutes, 4:55 to be exact remaining here in period number 1. Here comes the draw. Far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. Went into the far corner there. Looked like trying to track it down there was Todorovic, and now it went over to the far side. And Northwood able to keep it in. They skated into the far circle. Backhand centering pass got deflected to the backboards here. Hard hit applied by Michael Somona. And then we had a whistle right after that check was applied. It looked like a stick hit the glass. One of the panes of glass behind the net. And as we said, then the whistle coming. 4:38 remaining in the period. It is a 2-0 Roosevelt advantage. Here's the draw. Far circle came down to the far half board, kept in by Northwood from the left wing point. A weak shot coming in there, not a lot of velocity, and a stick save made by Nicholas L. on the shot that looked like it came in there, I think by Trevor Stengline. And we'll have a face-off coming up. Todorovic on the draw here now. So Todorovic now on the draw. And it'll be going back behind the net. It'll be taken here by the Lakers. Northwood able to keep it in. They throw it in front now. It got deflected here wide of the near side of the net. Came back over to the far side. Somehow through a crowd, it looked like it got through, and Nicholas L able to cover it up, and we'll have a face-off on the way. We'll see if Todorovic gets the call on the draw again, or will we have personnel changes. We'll have that no matter what happens. As we'll have a face-off on the way. Far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the period. Puck went over to the far half board now. Tossed back in. I thought it was going to go back behind the net, but that was premature. It came back to the left wing point. Northwood now trying to set it up. Wristed in. It slides into the slot. Players from both teams hacking away at it, and now it got banked along the near boards, but Northwood able to keep it in. Now run it here toward the near point. Little pass here. It looked like a wrister. I'm not sure whether that was a shot or Crawford was trying to connect with another teammate there in front of the net, but either way, it got bounced out to center, and Northwood able to take it back after McCarthy able to knock it down near the center circle. Now played back into the Lakers zone. Somona able to track it down after Bryce Garber dumped it in. Now a Northwood player taking a tumble. That was kind of scary at the base of the back of the net there. And now the Lakers push it back into the Northwood zone, but the Timberwolves able to take it back. They ring it around to the near side now. Back in behind the net and over to the far corner. Banked along the far side, came back to center, and then flung in from there, and it'll slide wide to the near side. Timberwolves back to retrieve. Able to get it there was Leo Crawford. Played it over to the far side now. Lakers trying to keep it in, cannot do so. Or actually they can, but Northwood trying to clear, now they're able to do so. It skips off the skate here of Kevin Euler, went over to the far side, and now lobbed back into the Roosevelt zone, closing in on the 2-minute mark, time remaining in the first period. Puck now back in behind the Lakers net, came around now to the near point. Wristed in from there, redirect, and it was stopped there. I think it was stopped by a defenseman, actually, as Adam Moulet started that sequence by wristing it in. It went into the far corner. Now it came back here to the near side. Moulet tracks it down, and then we have a whistle. 2:36 remaining in the period. Lakers lead 2-0 despite being outshot in this game, 21-3. And I think we have a hooking penalty on the way here coming up to Northwood. So the Roosevelt power play on the ice. So a real chance here for the Lakers now to get some separation. Here's Bryce Garber getting 2 minutes, and we'll have the call coming up shortly from Steve Hayes. There's the draw, and here's the call.
Timberwolves penalty on number 9, Bryce Garber. 2 minutes for a cross-check at 2:36 remaining in the first period. Bryce Garber, 2 minutes for a cross-check at 2:36 remaining in the first.
So there you have it, and the Lakers on the power play, and they'll backtrack into their own zone now as Luke Waterston has it for the Lakers. He'll bring it up the near side. Skates even with the near boards, angles to the right across the blue line, fires it in, stop, and a save made here. Rebound was precariously out there in the slot. Lakers able to keep it in, fired in from Martino. It got swept aside here to the near side. Came to the left wing half board. Danny Bazach tracked it down, went back in behind the net with it, played it over to the far corner. Now back to the right wing point it goes. Around to the near side, Martino, a one-timer on a drive, and a save made here. And Peter Baldwin able to hold on to it, actually cover it up to be more accurate. And a face-off on the way. 1:10 to go on the penalty, and 1:46 remaining in the period. 2-0 Roosevelt with a lead. Face-off on the way. Line change here coming up now for Northwood and for the Lakers. Again, 1:10 remaining on the penalty here to Bryce Garber. Here's the draw, coming up near circle to the right of the Northwood net. Played here now to the near point. With it there is Tanner Hallett. Backhands it to the left wing half board. Now back to Hallett, rink wide over to the far side. It glances off a skate, caroms here toward the Laker blue line. Euler glances there off a Northwood player, and that prevented a possible breakaway, and the Lakers able to take it back. Mishandled for a bit and then recovered by Drake Adams in his own zone. He'll drop it back. Lakers now will bring it here right to left. 42 seconds to go in the power play. Lakers bring it across the line near side. Defender falling down as Hallett brought it into the near circle. Bottom of the near circle, fanned on a pass attempt, and then it got cleared away by Northwood. Taken back here now by the Lakers. They'll bring it back again right to left. Under a half minute to go on the penalty. And now under a minute remaining in the period. Adams weaving through several defenders, about 3 of them. Finally had it knocked away at the last minute, and now Northwood able to clear. Puck bounces back into the Roosevelt zone. And now 10 seconds remaining on the Northwood penalty. Puck came up the near boards now, taken here by Kevin Euler. Across the line, into the near circle. Sharp angled backhander, stopped there by Baldwin. Rebound went into the far corner. Penalty over. Both teams at full strength for the final half minute of the period. Puck now taken back. Oh, Northwood turning it over. Quigley got it back. Sharp angled shot here, deflected high and over the glass, and we'll have a face-off coming up. 26.9 remaining in the period. 2-0 Roosevelt. Northwood so far out shooting the Lakers 21-7 in this game. Here comes the draw. Far circle now to the left of the Northwood net. And I thought that faceoff was going to go all the way to Baldwin at the net. It didn't happen. Waterston now takes it back at center ice for the Lakers. Long pass ahead near the Northwood blue line. Now here's Martino with it. Bottom of the far circle shooting. And it went all the way to the left side. Martino got it back. Had it knocked away. It tumbles into the far corner. Now it came back over to the far half board. Northwood able to get it back. Down to the final seconds here. 3-2. And the puck came to center. And that'll bring us to the end of the first period with Roosevelt the lead by a score of 2-0. Shots on goal in the first period. Northwood 21 and Roosevelt 7. First period scoring. Blake Martino at 11:42 getting the scoring started, and then after that it was Gabe Kruger with the tally. at 12:30 of the period. And that's where we stand here. 2-0 is the score in favor of Roosevelt. So we'll step aside. We're going to turn our mic volume down, but we'll have our picture still up so you'll know that the stream is still being sent out. And we'll come back in about 12 minutes for our second period play-by-play. Good game so far. And Roosevelt the lead by a score of 2-0. We'll see you on the other side for period 2. You're tuned to Roosevelt University Hockey. All right, we welcome you back here to the Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville, Illinois, in the western suburbs of Chicago, on what's turned into a little bit of a snowy Saturday night. Good game here tonight as we head to period number 2. It's Roosevelt leading it by a score of 2-0 over Northwood. Northwood taking the opener last night. We're about ready to go for the second period face-off, as we will have the Lakers going as we look at it, and as you watch in our YouTube channel video stream from left to right, and Northwood right to left. Puck off the face-off, bounces into the far corner back in the Roosevelt zone. Michael Somona trying to track it down, getting bothered by a couple of Northwood Timberwolves. Puck loose in the far corner, now rung around to the near side. Kept in at the left wing point here, then tossing it into the near corner. That was going to be Zachary McCarthy. Now came back out to center. McCarthy applying a hard hit. Actually, I think it was Martino trying to apply the hard hit. Wound up going down to the ice himself. Now McCarthy is pushed against the boards just below us here. A little bit of a skirmish and then a whistle. I took my eye off the puck because right below us here, Hallett and McCarthy started to mix it up here a little bit. And we'll see if we have penalties on the way. That'll be Zachary McCarthy heading the penalty box, as will Tanner Hallett. So it looks like 2-minute coincidental minors. Let's see if they call it roughing. And we await the face-off. And the
coincidental penalties were assessed at 19:24 remaining in the second period. For the Timberwolves, number 43, Zach McCarthy, and for the Lakers, number 28, Tanner Hallett. 2 minutes for roughing, again at 19:24 remaining in the first.
Yep, had the call right for once to the play-by-play announcer as they called the coincidental minors 2 minutes for roughing. And those two penalties now have 1:25 remaining on them as the Northwood Timberwolves bring it into the Lakers' zone. A short shot here, and that got deflected. That took a lot of the steam out of the shot as it came in here from the near circle here by Owen Croston. And now it got played back in toward the goal, went over to the far side, and then now it'll slide out to center. Northwood will try to retrieve. They will retrieve. They'll try to bring it across the line, and they're able to do so. With it here now is Duffney. Threw it in front and taken away now here by the Lakers. They'll run it up the near side. Euler dropped it back for Jack Quigley. He tried to feed it ahead. It got deflected into the far corner, and back to take it there is Leo Crawford for Northwood. He'll play it now to the near boards. Actually, he brought it here himself up the near boards, then over to the far side. He angled into the Lakers zone. Roosevelt now able to bring it back up the far boards. They work it across the red line, backhanded into the Northwood zone. And out of the net now there to make the touch was Peter Baldwin for Northwood. Came around now to the near side, then back in behind the net it goes as the Lakers dumping it back in. Baldwin will leave it there for his teammate. A little pressure from behind here, but now here comes Northwood. They bring it up the near side and into the Roosevelt zone. Here's McClellan pulling up, and now a whistle here as we'll have a stoppage and a face-off on the way. And we have 17:40 to go in the middle period, 17 seconds remaining on the two penalties. 2-0 Roosevelt with the lead. Here comes the face-off, near circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. Well, hopping up and down there a little bit and helping out the announcer was Tegan Shire, as when he hopped up and down his sweater unruffled, and I could read the number on the back. And now Shire has it in behind the net after the face-off. Backhands it behind the cage, went over to the far side. Now the Timberwolves will play to the right wing point. Pass ahead, reversed back a little bit, and now it came back to center. And Northwood will have to regroup. Bringing it back out to center was Chase Temple. He had to try to fling it back into the Lakers zone. It came around now to the near side. A little drop back pass here. I think this may be Bedenko with it. And yep, Bedenko had it, spun around here to the near side. Came back now to the left wing half board, taken back again as they try to work it into the near circle here. Is with the puck there for a moment. That was Shire, but now the Lakers able to take it back. Popped into the Northwood zone, and now back to retrieve will be Adam Moulet here for Northwood. Puck came around to the near side. Lakers trying to apply pressure to keep it in the Northwood zone. Went into the right wing corner now, pushed back. Oh, I thought it was going to go behind the net. Called that too early as Quigley pulled up and reversed his field. Northwood able to take it back. They'll bring it across the line. Bryce Garber fed it to the right wing and fired in from there, and it'll be wide to the left side. Back the other way now. Here's Jack Quigley for the Lakers across the Northwood line. 1-on-2. Had the puck poked into the right wing corner. Northwood trying to clear. Battled for now along the end boards. Still being battled for. Put back in behind the net. Came over to the far side, and now it looks like with it here is going to be Cameron Duffney. Rink wide pass, actually a long pass, but not rink wide up ahead. It got poked right toward the net, and it'll be covered up here by Nicholas L., and we'll have a face-off coming up. 16-14 to go in the second period. While all that was going on, both of those penalties expired. So a face-off coming up. Todorovic on the draw here now for Northwood as it went back behind the Laker net after the face-off. Lakers able to control. Long pass here, banks along the near boards, back into the Northwood zone. It'll be icing on RU. So icing on the Lakers. And we'll bring it back the other way in a face-off coming up in the Laker defensive zone. 16:09 remaining in the period. And it is a 2-0 Roosevelt lead. Northwood has outshot the Lakers 22-7 in this game. But the Lakers have the advantage in the all-important goal-scoring column here. Off the face-off, it got popped into the far corner there. Thrown in front of the net. A little bit of a scramble. Jammed up here. There were more Lakers than Northwood players, but it still looked precarious. Now the puck came outside, flung in from the far point, got deflected wide to the near side. Came back here now to the near point again, tossed back in from there. Northwood doing a good job keeping the puck in the Roosevelt zone. Went over to the far side now, and now the Lakers at long last will be able to bring it out. They'll bring it up the far side. Quigley at the red line, backhanding it in as he dumped it into the Northwood zone. Puck now taken back by Northwood behind their own net. They'll play it up the far side. Banked along the far boards through the neutral zone. Now it'll be tossed back into the Roosevelt end. Drake Adams sees it carry him off the boards over to the far side. He tried to chase it down. Got help here now, and here's Waterston with it. He tries to rink wide it. That was for Martino, but it got knocked down in midair by, it looked like the shaft of one of the sticks for Northwood. Driving in here low left, trying to get a shot away, but it got swept aside here as it was Colin Baker moving in, and now we'll have a whistle. Time to catch my breath here. 15:08 remaining in the second period. 2-0 in favor of Roosevelt. That last attempt, the 23rd shot on goal. We've got a Roosevelt penalty on the way. And this will be Luke Waterston getting a 2-minute minor. So, Northwood still in search of their first goal of the game on the power play. As we'll have a face-off far circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. And that's
Lakers penalty on number 94, Luke Waterson. 2 minutes for slashing at 15:08 remaining in the second period. Luke Waterson, 2 minutes for a slash at 15:08 remaining in the second.
So Luke Waterson gets the penalty here. Lakers now able to take it back. I was going to say that's incorrect. It's the far circle to the left of the Laker net on that draw. But anyway, that's long in the pass. The puck now dumped back into the Northwood zone, and now the Timberwolves able to take it back. They'll play it up the far side. Little drop back here now. Then a rink wide pass came to the near side. Northwood across the line here. Now contact and a whistle as Croston brought it across the line, and we'll have a face-off on the way. Owen Croston, the forward from Clarkston, Michigan. Face-off near circle now to the left of the red line, near left out of the neutral zone, and the face-off won by Northwood, trying to bring it across here. Moulet had it knocked away. Now it got played back into the Northwood zone, and now back to retrieve will be Bryce Garber. Garber behind his own net. Well, it got kicked around there. That was a little bizarre, and now Northwood able to bring it out of the zone anyway. A nice rink-wide pass came to the near side, now to Shire. Brought it across, and right on it goes, and we'll have a face-off coming up. Nicholas L. so far throwing a shutout. 53 seconds remaining on the Waterson penalty. 14:01 remaining in the second period. Face-off near circle in the Lakers zone. Came back out high now to the midpoint, and the trying to wrist it in there and having it deflected away. Bryce Garber came into the near corner, now played over to the far side. I thought they were going to deal it to Moulet. Instead, it came out top of the far circle, and that'll be deflected into the rafters, and that'll mean a stoppage. .43 to go in the second period. 2-0 in favor of Roosevelt. And the Northwood power play still with 36 seconds to run. It'll be Shire on the draw. Far circle now to the left of the Roosevelt net. Here's the draw. Oh, looked like someone there tried to kick it away. That didn't work out. And either way, Moulet got to it far point, fed it to the far boards. Now the Lakers able to clear. Came back around now to Garber near side. He'll toss it in, got deflected around, and then a whistle. Garber tried to toss it in from beyond the blue line. It got deflected back out, and I think it was offside, the call there. Tanner Hallett got in the way of that puck. And we'll have a face-off again near left out in the neutral zone. And again, it'll be Tegan Shire on the draw. Here's the face-off, slides into the near boards. And now eventually taken back by Roosevelt as Andrew Lozenak got back to it. Played it over to the far side, and it'll slide all the way to the other end of the rink. Stopped there by the goalie, Baldwin, and now we'll have a Northwood trying to bring it up the near boards. Came back through the neutral zone into the Lakers zone. Around the boards over to the far side. Lakers late getting to the puck. That allows a shot to come in, but it whistles wide to the near side. Well, the Lakers were very late getting to the puck there. And that gave an opportunity here for Northwood, but it went wide. I believe taking that shot there, that was Bedenko, who comes off the ice. And now it went over to the far boards in the Northwood zone. Puck into the far corner here. Pushed out front. The Watterson penalty is over, and we'll have a full strength situation now for both teams as now the puck played to center. Taken by Danny Bazach, backhands it into his own zone, played up ahead along the far boards. Now it got put back into the Northwood zone. Moulet back to get it. Backhands it now to the near corner. Now it rung around to the far side and back to it again now Adam Moulet. It ricochets around and now Northwood able to bring it into the Lakers zone. Play to the near side. Richter from there blocked by the defense. That didn't go more than 2 feet on that shot attempt there from Todorovic, and now it'll be taken back here. And it'll be Northwood to take it back after that last shot there by Todorovic, and now it'll be back behind the net and taken by the Lakers in their own zone. They'll race it up from left to right across the neutral zone into the Northwood end. Drop back pass for Euler, knocked away. Players tumbling to the ice. Puck bouncing through the neutral zone over to the far side on the Laker end. Northwood able to chase it down. They'll fire it in from the top of the far circle. Looked like El made a stop, came around now to the near side. And now the Lakers able to take it back. Oh, a little bit of a risky play there, but the Lakers did avoid a turnover as Gabe Kruger dropped it back in front of his own net. Now the puck finally played out to center. Kruger from the neutral zone, backhands it in right on. Put back now to the inboards here by Baldwin. McCarthy trying to get to it. It came around to the near side. Here come the Northwood Timberwolves. They bring it across the Laker line. UU in deep, dropped it back now, and then it got played all the way back into the Northwood zone. I don't think a Laker made contact with that puck. McCarthy now back to retrieve here for Northwood. Deals it now to the near side, came here to the near boards. Pushed up ahead by Bryce Garber from the blue line, dumps it in. Oh, he got back his own pass, stick handles in, and he backhands it in for a score. Oh, that was a beautiful play there by Bryce Garber. He flipped it in, caught up to it, stick handled in, hit the backhander, and we have a 2-1 game. That goal coming at the 8:58 mark of period number 2, and the Northwood Timberwolves are on the board. Now here comes the face-off. We'll have the official announcement on the goal coming up shortly, as it's a 2-1 game.
Timberwolves goal by number 9, Bryce Garber, off the assist by number 8, Jack Rivera, at 11:02 remaining in the second period.
So Jack Rivera on the assist. Again, that goal at 8:58 of the period. And now Northwood bringing it in. Sharp angle shot near side, and they score. And suddenly we have a 2-2 game. Well, just came back the other way, looking up after writing down the goal. Looked up, a sharp angled shot from the near side. It goes in, and we're even at 2 on a little bit of a bizarre goal. And it looks like it'll be Garber getting the second goal. So Garber scoring again. This goal coming now at 9:18. So that's what? 2 goals in 20 seconds. If he scores a goal, Garber, in the next 6 seconds, he'll break Bill Mosienko's historic record of a hat trick in 27 seconds. A long time ago, back in the NHL, it wouldn't be a record breaker because this is not an NHL game, but you get the idea. It would be an incredible feat. But
Timberwolves goal by number 9, Bryce Garber, at 10:42 remaining in the second period.
There you have the announcement. So we're all even at 2. Bryce Garber does get the 2 goals in very short order. He won't get the hat trick. Well, he might get one, but it won't be on the level of Bill Mosienko. And we'll have a face-off coming up now, near left out of the neutral zone. Here's the draw. That must have been incredible, by the way, to see in real life. 3 goals by the same player in 27 seconds. Puck got lobbed into the near corner now. Came back to the right wing half board. And then around back in to the right wing corner and back behind the net. There was another Blackhawk record that I don't know has been broken yet. As Hal had a nice steal at center ice, he'll lob it in. A one-hopper swept aside there by Baldwin into the far corner. There was an overtime game. The Blackhawks were playing in Pittsburgh back in the 70s, and I remember watching it live at my grandfather's house, as now Northwood called for offside, which will allow me to finish the story. But Pitt Martin scored in overtime, I think 7 seconds in. I don't know if that record's been broken, but I remember watching it live. That was a memorable goal, and here we have 2 quick goals to tie the game from Bryce Garber, and we're past the halfway point of the game at 9:58 remaining in the period. 2-2 is the score. Face-off far left out in the neutral zone, and Jack Quigley backhands it into the Northwood zone. Chase to the puck there. Hard hit applied on the backboards, and Northwood able to take over. They're trying to clear. Can't do it, but now they're able to play it back into the Lakers zone. Chase to the puck here. It goes all the way to the net, covered up by Nicholas L., and we'll have a face-off. Michael Somona was also nearby. He was bearing down on it, but it got to the net too quickly. And anyway, again, L able to cover it up. Face-off on the way. 9:38 to go in the second period. 2-2 game. Here comes the face-off, near circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. Here's the draw. Came to the top hash marks near circle, which are almost obscured now. After the Zamboni cleaned the ice between periods, trying to find the right word here. That project, while well done, will. As the puck fired right on, we'll have a save here and a face-off coming up. As the play-by-play announcer, very rare, is at a loss for words. But anyway, the point being is that the markings are not very nearly as clear as they would be after the start of a period. As here comes the face-off near circle. Well, that didn't go well, but anyway, we are back underway. Puck now bouncing to the far point. Kept in here for the moment. Now it got popped back to center. And now Northwood again able to take over. Garber retrieves, played it over now to the far boards. Banked along those boards all the way into the Roosevelt zone. Back behind the net, Nicholas L. will leave it there. But Northwood applying pressure here, and they're going to wind up getting the puck. Well, that speed of Northwood paying off here of late. There's a drive, went wide to the right side. Puck now came here to the left wing corner, and Northwood able to keep it in the zone. They play it now to the near point, backhanded in there by Rivera, and it went back around over to the far side. Taken there by Watterson. He has it. Lost it, got it right back. Here's Watterson again. Watterson weaving through players, fed it now to the left wing into the Northwood zone. Martino got bounced off the puck there, got it back, got bounced into the boards there now near the far corner, as that was Alex Blankenship applying the check as the puck came around now to the near side. Came to center, Lakers able to get it back. Hard hit applied here now by Nyes, and now the Lakers turn it over. A player down here for Northwood, and I believe Northwood also got called for offside. That's Nathan Oyuyu got taken down, has snow all over the front part of his pant leg there, his left pant leg, if you will, and The face-off coming up, left dot in the neutral zone, near left dot. 2-2 game, just over 8 minutes remaining. Off the draw, Moulet dumping into the Lakers zone. With it far side is Hallett, rung it around the boards now to the near side. Came back all the way to the other end of the ice. And we'll have icing called here on Roosevelt, and so we'll back it back into the Roosevelt zone for a face-off. As we have 7:50 to go in the second period, 2-2 game. Shots on goal at the moment right now. Northwood 29, Roosevelt 7. Here's the draw, near circle. Bounces to the end boards behind the Roosevelt net. Drake Adams trying to track it down. Had it knocked away. Puck bounces around. Came to the far circle. Northwood now with possession. Fed to the high slot. Garber fires it in. Looking for the hat trick, but it whistled over the net and went flying into the glass behind the net. Puck went over to the far side now. And it'll be cleared back to center, and Northwood able to take it back. Good game here tonight at the edge. As we close toward the final moments of this second period. Adams backhands it now to the near side. Taken back here now by the Timberwolves. Over to the far boards it goes. Lakers cannot yet clear. Puck now battled for again along the right wing half board, and now the Lakers able to send it all the way to the other end, and it'll be icing on Roosevelt, and we'll have a face-off here. Right now, Roosevelt really doing all they can. It's all they can do, rather, to try to get the puck out of their own zone. They're certainly doing all they can, but they're struggling to get it out, and they've got called for icing here a couple of times, and again, we'll have the face-off far side to the left of the Roosevelt net. Here's the draw. Bounces over to the far corner. Drake Adams spins it back in behind his own net. Run down from behind. Two players go tumbling to the ice here as Adams looked like he got steamrolled there by Trevor Stengline, and then we'll have a whistle. Both players back on their skates and okay. 6:57 to go in the second period. 2-2 game. Here comes the draw, near circle to the right of the Roosevelt net. No penalties there. I guess the phrase no harm, no foul applied there, and we'll have a face-off as we noted. There's the draw. Bounces now to the left wing corner, giving chase Somona. Got into a little bit of a mini wrestling match there along the end boards. Went around over to the far side. A little WWE action almost there. And now it went into the right wing corner. Pushed around there. Quigley trying to backhand it away. Oh, it came back to the far circle. Sharp angle shot. Save, rebound, and they score. And Northwood has taken a 3-2 lead. Donald Gooley right there, it looked like, on the spot for the rebound. And Northwood has come storming back here in the second period. It will be Gooley with a goal, and it's now 3-2 Northwood. So the Gooley goal coming at 13:21 of the period. And now the Lakers trailing at 3-2. There's 3 unanswered here by the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves goal by number 91, Donald Gooley. Off the assist by number 17, Trevor Stengline. At 6:39 remaining in the second period. Donald Gooley at 6:39 remaining in the second.
And during the announcement, the puck sailing out of play, and so we'll have a face-off coming up. So 3-2 in favor of Northwood. 6 minutes and 25 to go in the second period. Face-off far circle now in the Timberwolves zone. So now the Lakers here will have to try to hit the comeback trail. Puck again lofted out of play, and we'll have a face-off coming up. Almost hit out of bounds. And a new disc of vulcanized rubber has been thrown back out onto the ice. Face-off far circle to the right of the Northwood zone. Northwood goal in the Northwood zone. Puck back in behind the Northwood net, taken here by the Timberwolves. They'll rink wide it over to the far side. Got deflected around. Martino nearly got to it, but couldn't do so. Puck now back in the Roosevelt zone, but just for a split second. They'll bring it around to the near side as they have to get back onside. Then it'll be dumped in, and it'll ring around the boards over to the far half board. Sent into the corner. Watterson applying a hit from behind. That took down a Northwood player, but no penalty. Oh, it came back out now to the midpoint. Wristed in from there, but it got swept aside as Blankenship with a shot. Over to the far point now, a little mini spinorama. Out front, oh, they score. Oh, I was just about to say a rebound came close to going in, and then it got backhanded in. Looked like top shelf, and Northwood has now scored their 4th straight goal, and they lead it 4-2. Well, Northwood in this period has been constantly applying pressure, and it's paying off. Give the goal here to Jacob McClellan. And Northwood scoring often here in this period. This goal coming at the 14-16 mark. And here's the announcement.
Number 68, Jacob McClellan. Off the assists by number 13, Cameron Duffney, and number 8, Jack Rivera. At 5:44 remaining in the second period.
A little extracurriculars going on after the whistle following the face-off. So Northwood trailed 2-0 for a substantial part of this period. And since then, they have scored 4 times in 5 minutes and 42 seconds. All right, the penalty boxes are open. Drake Adams will go to the penalty box, and also now heading to the penalty box here will be Lucas Nyes. So coincidental minors again. There was quite the skirmish there after the whistle. Officials now, it looks like, talking to the 2 captains here. Or at least the one captain that's from Northwood involved in the conversation. So the penalty timers are lit up here as 5:25 remains here in the second period. 4-2 Northwood with a lead. Conversation still going on. And it continues. You can hear some chatter from the benches in the background. Hopefully they keep it clean language-wise. That always isn't the case. And we're literally right above the benches in the penalty boxes. So now a second Northwood player will come off the ice to the penalty box here. Often you hear a lot of chirping as coming off to serve a penalty. Miles Todorovic. Well, we'll see about all the penalties when we get the announcement. It has not been a chippy game at all, but just now it got a little bit of rough, although we had the roughing penalties here earlier on, just below us, back in the, trying to remember if that was early in the second or here in the first period here tonight. So the second penalty has been posted on the Northwood side. Now that's been taken down on the penalty timer. And we will wait and see what will happen here. Great to have you with us. We're back with you again a week from tonight. It'll be Roosevelt against Grand Valley State. And we'll be on the air right around 7:20 again with a face-off from the edge in Bensonville here a week from this evening. As the month of January rolling on, we're already into the second half. Now you got to get to February for those of us who don't really love wintertime. Here's the call on the penalties.
5:25 remaining in the second period. For the Timberwolves, number 71, Lucas Nyes, 2 minutes for roughing. For the Lakers, number 27, Drake Adams, 2 minutes for boarding. An additional 2-minute bench penalty was assessed at 5:25. And Lucas Nyes will be released for that.
So there you have the recap on the penalties. Roughing, boarding, and a bench penalty. And now we're back to action as the Lakers now have the puck. Here's Watterson angling to his left in the neutral zone. Flipped it ahead, then dumped back deep into the Northwood end. Backhander here from almost the far side of the net. Didn't really have a chance, scrambled in front of the net. Now it came here to the near right side and then a whistle. Well, lots going on there. 4-2 in favor of Northwood. The only penalty right now on the board is the Northwood penalty to Lucas Nyes, and that has 1:28 to run. .453 for the period. Here's the draw. Came to Watterson, tried to flip it in. Now he had it knocked away, and it'll be cleared back into the Roosevelt end. Watterson back to track it down here. He'll run it up the far side across the red line into the Northwood zone. Skips around one defender, pulled up left wing half board. Dropped it back for Bazach, deflected in front of the net and cleared by Northwood. Out of the net, Nicholas L. Wristing it up ahead to the far side, and the Lakers now will move it here from left to right. They'll put it back into the Lakers zone, into the Northwood zone rather, and now Northwood will play it back to center. Back to get it, Kevin Euler. Rink winds it over to the far side now. Back to Euler again. Euler across the blue line, deep into the Northwood zone, had it knocked away. He was going to split defenders. Had a chance there, a little bit of an opening in the slot, but couldn't catch up to the puck. Puck now goes over to the far half board, battled for there. Now it got poked to the inboards. And around to the near side it goes. Came back here, near point. Moving it in here now along the near boards. Joey Coglianese played it back out to Hallett. He fed it in and kind of fanned on it. Then it came here to Quigley. He kind of fanned on it as well, and then Northwood was able to clear. Hallett back to get it. Takes a little bit of a bump on an open ice check in the neutral zone. Quigley then lofts it in, and it tumbles end over end into the far corner. Quigley able to track it down. Dropped it back. Now 1 second remaining on the penalty here to Nyes. He comes out of the penalty box. Back the other way now. Northwood into the Lakers zone, and they'll be offside. Oh, looked like a breakaway may have been in the offing there. As taking it in was Tegan Shire, but no dice. And a face-off coming up near left dot in the neutral zone. As 3:21 remains in period number 2. All right, here's Shire on the draw now against Martino. Puck pushed into the Northwood zone, battled for. Now it came back out to center. Taken there by Andrew Lozenak. He'll flip it over to the far side. Then it got put toward Danny Bazach. He'll bring it across the Northwood line. Spins, tried to pass it into the slot, deflected around. Oh, and went precariously near the net. Now it came around to the near side. Bounces here to the near point. Watterson fans on a pass to Bazach. Puck poked to the right wing boards anyway. Now it got played through the slot. It bounces over to the far point. Lakers able to keep it in. Thrown around now toward Bazach. Top of the near circle. Shoots and it got deflected wide left. Went over to the far boards. Fired it again from there. Went to the end boards. Now it got pushed back behind the net. Lakers again able to keep it in left wing point. Tossed in toward Bazach, I believe. Back in behind the net it goes. Northwood able to get it back. They played around now to the near side. Up the near boards it goes. Battled for here. Quigley was in the area. Then he had a player skip by him. And now I believe I heard a whistle there as everybody stops. Personnel changes here as 2:24 to go in the second period. Northwood with a 4-2 lead. Face-off will take place at center ice. Draw one by Northwood. They'll play it back to their own zone. Pressure here being applied by Lucas Karowski for the Lakers, but Northwood able to bring it up across the Laker line. Put in deep, goes back behind the net. Came around now to the near corner. That's McCarthy waiting for it at the near point. He has it, flipped it back now. Then a return pass to McCarthy. Tosses it in, redirect went to the right side. Didn't go really wide, but it kind of rolled right side of the net. Now it got played over to the far side. Lakers can't clear, but it skips by anyway to the neutral zone as Northwood not able to keep it in, and now it came here to the near boards. Played ahead, now back into the Northwood zone. Heading to the final moments of this period, 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Northwood bringing it across. A lot of traffic here, working it in deep. Quick shot, they score. Driving in there, Owen Croston. Stick handling through defenders and just lofted it in an upper left-hand corner. A 5 spot on the board in the second period for Northwood. They lead at 5-2. That goal at 18:30 of the period. So a 5-2 lead now for Northwood. Oh, this game has just completely turned around here in the middle 20 minutes. Here's the call on the goal.
Goal by number 27, Owen Croston. Off the assist by number 7, Leo Crawford at 1:30 remaining in the second period.
And we have someone lost their glove there. That's a Northwood player able to pick it up far side. Lakers back the other way. They dump it into the Northwood zone and then a whistle. I'm not sure from where that pass emanated because I was back watching the player retrieve his glove, looked at the other end, saw the puck cross the line, and it looks like it will have been icing on Roosevelt. And it'll be actually icing on Northwood, and with 1:13 remaining in the second period, we'll have a face-off in the Northwood zone. Near circle to the left of the Timberwolf net. Bazach on the draw for the Lakers, but it's won by Northwood. They try to lob it out of zone, take it back now by Martino, fed it toward Watterson. Then it got deflected here toward the near side. Danny Bazach trying to track it down. 1 minute remaining in the period. Came back to the near point now to Lozenak, and they'll bring it around the boards over to the far corner. Watterson got to it there. Around now, back to the midpoint. Wristed, backhanded in rather from there. It went wide right, and now Northwood able to get it back. They'll play it over to the far boards. Toss back in, and now Northwood able to again take it back. They play it up ahead and then backhanded into the Lakers zone. Came around now to the left wing corner. Puck slides along the left side half boards and then flung right on, and Nicholas L. will cover it up, and a face-off on the way. 30.3 remaining here in the second period. 5-2 Northwood the lead. Northwood a 5 spot, and the Lakers shut out here in period number 2. Here's the draw, near circle to the right of the Roosevelt net now. Face-off taken here by Northwood. Ayuyu deals it to the far point, tossed in from there. Now it goes back in behind the net. A little bit of a mini scrum here. Down to 17 seconds remaining. Taken back now by, I believe, Ayuyu. High slot shot save here by L. Puck then caroms to the near side. Rung around the boards back over to the far side, then lofted back out of the zone. Northwood back to get to it as chasing it down there, Alex Blankenship. And he put it ahead, and that'll bring us to the end of the second period. All Northwood here in period 2. As reviewing the scoring here for the Northwood Timberwolves. Got started at 8:58 as it was Bryce Garber, and then 20 seconds later, Garber again lighting the lamp. That made it 2-2, and then since then at 13:21, getting the goal here on that point was Donald Gooley, and then 2 more here for Northwood in the period. They get goals at 14:16, and then the last goal coming from Croston after McClellan's goal at 14:16. Croston at 18:30, and that's where we stand here. Shots on goal in the second period. For the period, 15 for Northwood. That gives them a total of 36, and it looks like the Lakers had 1 for a total of 8. So Northwood leading at 5-2. They've outshot the Lakers 36-8 so far through the first 20 minutes. We're going to step aside, and as we did during the first period, we will send our mic volume down, but we'll keep our video portion up and live, and we'll see in about 12 minutes for period 3 as the Lakers will have to try to come back. Again, your score here after 2. It is Northwood 5, Roosevelt 2. We'll see you for period 3. This is Roosevelt University Hockey. Final seconds of the countdown winding down on the scoreboard clock here at the edge as we're about to head to period number 3. And a 5-goal explosion by Northwood in the second period, and they are now in the driver's seat here as they lead it 5-2 heading to the third. And they have outshot the Lakers in this game, have the Timberwolves 36-8. So here we go to period number 3. Lakers will be moving, and as we look at it, and as you watch on our YouTube channel video stream right to left, and Northwood left to right. We're underway here in period 3, and the puck back into the Lakers zone. Back to get it, Michael Salmona, pinned against the boards, and now Northwood able to take it back. Oh, they center it out front. Now it'll slide all the way back to the neutral zone along the far side. Pass up ahead here, taken by Bedenko. Across the line he goes. Oh, wow. Quite a collision after the whistle occurred there. That was not, I think, on purpose or with any malicious intent there by Tanner Hallett. And all of a faceoff coming up as offside was the call. Here's the draw, near circle to the right of the near right down in the neutral zone, rather, near the Laker blue line. Out at center ice, puck will be dumped in here by McCarthy. Came around now to the near side, came back to center, taken by Temple. He rink winds it over to McCarthy again, and he'll dump it back in. Came around now to the right wing corner. Back over to the far side. Lakers will try to bring it out here. Lofted into the air, came to the blue line, barely kept in here by Northwood. They'll bring it up the near side. That was Garber with a nice job there to keep it in. I thought for sure it would bounce out. Now it came to the near side, and now Roosevelt able to get it back. They'll run it up the near boards here. Good job by Martino to keep control of the puck. Has it back, and it'll be offside against the Lakers. So we'll have a face-off coming up near left out in the neutral zone. 18:54 to go in the third. 5-2 in favor of Northwood. Lakers had 2 goals in the first, then Northwood 5 in the second. Face-off again near left out in the neutral zone. Danny Bazach on the face-off for the Lakers. Won though by Northwood, and it'll be taken by Jack Rivera. Played it to the near boards. Actually now it'll be brought out through the neutral zone, right over the center circle. And then it was dumped in from there by Jacob McClellan. Puck went over now to the left wing half board and into the far corner now. Taken back by the Lakers. Rink wide pass to the near side. Kind of chopping it ahead there. It was Karowski. Now it got played back into the Roosevelt zone. Drake Adams back to retrieve. Banked along the near boards, came to center. Taken again now by Rivera. He spins and then dumps it back into the Lakers zone. Went over to the far side, chased to the puck there as it got pushed into the left wing corner. Scrum there. Still being battled for. The scrum kind of slides along with the puck toward the backboards. Now it's taken here by Northwood. They try to poke it ahead. Now it got pushed here to the near side. Back in behind the net, and I believe that's Danny Bazach to get to it. Now it got tossed in front here. A dangerous situation for the Lakers, but covered up here by Nicholas Allen. We'll have a face-off coming up. Face-off on the way. 17:49 remaining here in period number 3. Puck to the far circle. And all of a face-off, as we said. Colin Baker will be on the draw here now for Northwood. Face-off bounces around, went to the bottom hash marks of the far circle. Lakers able to take it back. Came here to the near point, fired in from there, got blocked here in front, I think, by a Northwood player. Then it got tossed in at a sharp angle that came in from Baker, who I think he was the player on whose back it caromed off in the slot. Now is scrambled in front of the net after it got tossed in from the near point here by Crawford. Now the Lakers push it back all the way to the other end of the ice, and Crawford turns on the Jets there to get back to that puck in time to get to it for Northwood. Goes over to the far side here, then pushed out to center. Lakers try to reverse it back. Came back now into the toward the far boards on the Laker end. And now back in behind the net, able to chase it down there. Looks like that's going to be Stenline. Now back over to the far side it goes. Quigley able to track it down now for Roosevelt. Scrum going on here now. One stick is in the air. Back behind the net it goes. and then pushed here toward the right wing side. Taken eventually here by the Lakers. They'll bring it up the near boards now. Then Kevin Euler dumping it back in as he'll peel back. He'll come off the ice. Lakers keep it in the Northwood zone in the meantime. Rink wider here. No one there, and easily able to get back to the puck there. That was Lucas Nyes. And now Northwood able to bring it back the other way after a little bit of trouble there in the neutral zone. Nyes wheels around far side, played at bottom of the far circle. Came back to Nyes, left wing point. Fired in from there. Now it got played here to Moulet. Back over to the far side. Then banked here to the near boards. Trying to backhand it in deep along the near boards, and completely missing was Angelo Massaro. Went over to the far side, and now it'll be taken across here on the left wing side and tossed in, and it got deflected here as it kind of went parallel in front of the goal. Came back now to the right wing point. Wristed in from there by Rivera. Went over to the far side. Now back around to the right wing side to Rivera. Skates into the near circle, shooting. And a waist-high grab there as L snatches it out of the air. And all of a face-off coming up. 15:47 remaining in the third. It's a 5-2 lead in favor of Northwood. Here's the draw. Shire on the faceoff for Northwood. Puck now came even with the near side of the net, and now Roosevelt able to get it back. They'll play it up the far side across the red line, across the blue line on the right wing side, skating into the far corner. And now it'll be taken back here. That puck was over skated and then allowed Blankenship to flip it up ahead, but now taken back by Roosevelt. Looked like it was Bazach trying to release a shot high slot, went to the right side. Taken back now here by Northwood, then Bazach got it back again for Roosevelt. Came back here now. Kohler Crozier trying to get to it. Now it got pushed into the left wing corner, and then we had a whistle. And I think we'll have a high stick coming up here. So a penalty on the way. Not have had any power play goals tonight, but not for lack of opportunities. As 15-15 remains in the third period. 5-2 in favor of Northwood. Danny Bazach will get 2 minutes to take a breather, as he'll take a seat in the penalty box. Here's the face-off near side to the left of the Laker net.
Lakers penalty on number 10, Danny Bazach. 2 minutes for a high stick at 15:15 remaining in the third period.
And off the face-off, a quick wrister from the left wing point, and they score. And Northwood now with a 6-2 lead on the power play goal. That power play lasting all of 7 seconds before Northwood able to light the lamp. Give the goal to Owen Croston, his second of the game. And now a 6-2 lead here for Northwood. Croston has scored the last 2 Northwood goals. As this goal coming at the 4:52 mark of the period. Here comes the announcement.
Play goal by number 27, Owen Croston. Off the assists by number 7, Leo Crawford, and number 13, Cameron Duffney. At 15:08 remaining in the third period.
Crawford and Duffney on the assist. Now Northwood again on the charge. They shoot and they score. It just went inside the near post. Had to hesitate there for a split second, but Northwood again scoring 2 goals in quick succession. And they are pouring it on. They now lead it 7-2. And Croston again with a goal as he gets the hat trick. So this goal coming at 5:15. So 2 goals in 25 seconds for Croston. Officials coming here below us to the off-ice officials box. So the 7th goal has been put on the board. If it does go to Croston. And Roosevelt now taking a timeout. So we'll take a break as well.
Owen Croston again. Off the assists by number 68, Jacob McClellan, and number 13, Cameron Duffney. At 14:45 remaining in the third period.
So McClellan and Duffney on the assist. Croston has scored the last 3 goals of this game for Northwood. He scores twice in 23 seconds. Earlier we had 2 goals by the same player. That was Garber. 2 goals in 20 seconds during the middle stages of the second period. So as we said, an offensive eruption here for Northwood, and they now lead it 7-2. And they have the game comfortably in hand. So Croston, who had not scored before, there were about two and a half minutes remaining in the second period, now has a hat trick in this game. And Northwood has been able to win the draw. They'll bring it across the Laker line on the left wing side. Tossed in deep here, a centering pass, a backhander into the slot, but no one there, and the Lakers able to poke it away. Pass to the near side, came back to the near boards, and taken back here now by Northwood. Is able to get to the puck there was Steinlein. So Stenline got back to it, went over to the far boards. Lakers able to take possession back. Here's Watterson, knocked away from the puck, but he got back to it again, pushed it into the far corner. Now it's kind of pinned against the backboards here. Now it's loose again. Taken by Watterson, spinorama, and it went out front. Well, they tried to rebound, and it went wide, came here to the near side, and now it's going to be slapped away back to the neutral zone here by the Northwood defense. Back to track it down for the Lakers. That was Andrew Lozenak. Now the Lakers able to dump it back into the Northwood zone. 7-2 Northwood. Northwood has outshot the Lakers now 42-9 in this game. Puck up along the far boards, lofted back into the Laker zone, and backhanded in from a sharp angle, and went, I think, behind the net. It's got flipped back in there by Bedenko. Puck came back out front, fired right on net. The save, face-off coming up. So 13:34 to go in the game, and it's a 7-2 Northwood lead. They have now replicated the score they had last night. That was their winning margin last night. And what a difference here. First period was all Lakers, but since then, nothing but goals for Northwood. Timberwolves played it over to the far side after the draw. Puck loose as a Laker falling down. Taken back, centering pass out front. They jam it up now. It got poked back behind the net again. And then it finally got played back all the way to the other end of the ice. Baldwin, the goalie, out of the net, and he'll leave it back for a teammate. Pressure applied here defensively by Roosevelt, but Northwood will be able to bring it through the neutral zone. Across the line, poking it over to the far side. That it looks like Shire. Came back now, high slot, taken back again by the Lakers, and it'll be lofted back to center. Lakers still able to maintain control, brought across the line, then sliding into the boards here. Let's see who that was. And is finally getting up and back to his skates here. Near side, that was Jack Quigley, who comes off to the bench. Here's a shot far circle. Came back around now to the near side as Northwood bidding for their 8th goal of the game. Kevin Euler up the ice, had it knocked away, came back to center. Now it got played over to the far side, and Roosevelt able to take possession. 44 shots on goal in the game for Northwood. Back in behind the net it goes in the Northwood zone. Watterson giving chase. Now it went into the far corner, rung around the boards now to the left wing side, and around to the near side it goes. Taken again now by Joey Coglianese, fed it to the bottom of the near circle, shot from there, got deflected out of play, and a face-off coming up. Coglianese setting it over to Blake Martino. Blake had one of the first 2 goals of the game here tonight. He had the first goal of the game at 11:42 of the first period. .12:08 remaining in the third. 7-2, Northwood with the lead. Here's the draw, came back now to the left wing corner and poked back in behind the net. All right, Northwood now. They streak up the ice across the Laker line and spun down here. Didn't see the number on the sweater. Let's see who it was. It's ruffled up. I wonder if that's Croston's number 2-3 anyway. See if we have a penalty coming up here to Roosevelt. We've had 1 power play goal, I believe. I didn't mark it down. I believe that was Croston's 2nd goal of the game early here in the period. And now that was a 7-second power play. And now here's Drake Adams. He'll take a 2-minute break unless Northwood able to score before he leaves the penalty box. So Adams a 2-minute minor. Here comes the draw. And
Lakers penalty on number 27, Drake Adams. 2 minutes for holding at 11:56 remaining in the third period. Drake Adams, 2 minutes for holding at 11:56 remaining in the third.
Near circle shot, and it went wide to the left side. Immediately there, the stick went up from Duffney. I thought that might have gone in, but it did not. Puck into the far corner, now back behind the Roosevelt net. Running around here to the near side, I think that came Well, that ring around that came to the near side from Lozenak. Northwood on the power play, moving it around the perimeter. Played out front now with it here. That's going to be Crawford. Inching in, now backing up. Got it to the near circle. Pass over to the far side. Sharp angled shot. Net dislodged and will of a stoppage. Nice quick passing there by Northwood, but the game remains a 7-2 lead for the Timberwolves. 1:16 remaining on the Drake Adams penalty. And 11 to go in the game. It's a 7-2 lead for Northwood. Here comes the face-off our circle. If you were with us earlier, mentioned, well, I think we'll just skip it as far as some of the exclamations from down below. No need to belabor the point as Northwood now on the possession around the perimeter. They send it now to the near side with it. Looks like that's Benenko. Dropped it back now to Moulet. He'll feed it right wing half board. Send into the near circle. Now Benenko will bring it back out front again. Sends it now to the left wing point. Back around now to Moulet. Had it knocked away, and now the Lakers able to clear. 35 seconds remaining on this current power play for Northwood as we approach the halfway point of the third period. Up the near side now, here's Baker. Fed it in deep, right on, and they score. Stick's not in the air there, so I wasn't sure initially, but it'll be a goal, and then it'll make it an 8-2 lead. As this goal will go here to Bryce Garber, and he is the second Northwood player to register a hat trick in this game. Garber had the 2 goals in 20 seconds earlier on tonight. The goal coming at the 9:37 mark of the period. And an 8-2 lead for Northwood. Draw came to the near side and now tossed into the Northwood zone.
By number 9, Bryce Garber, off the assist by number 15, Colin Baker, at 10:23 remaining in the third period. Power play goal by number 9, Bryce Garber, at 10:23 remaining in the third.
And in the far circle here, a quick shot and a save made as it was Nathan Ayuyu coming in. And so we'll have a face-off on the way. Approaching the halfway point of the third. In fact, we are 1 second shy of that mark.
Castle.
All right, Harbor Castle is now in goal for the Lakers. And he made the last stop, and now we have a quick whistle after the last face-off. And we'll have another try to face off here. Now we're exactly, no, we're still at 10:01 remaining. No time off the clock on that last little brief interlude. Here's the draw, went into the far corner. Came back in behind the net, taken around now to the near side. Up the near boards, Tanner Hallett had it knocked away, came around now to the left wing corner. Put back in behind the net. And able to get to the puck there. Lucas Karowski for the Lakers. Played it into the far corner, sent into the slot. Quick shot, and it got deflected here to Tanner Hallett near side. He tried to wrist it in, didn't go far. Bazach to Hallett, backhands it ahead, taken away now by Northwood. Played up ahead into the neutral zone. Pushed over to the near side rather. And taken back by Roosevelt. Now, Tanner Hallett right now does not look like he's skating all at full strength. And now he'll come off the ice as the Lakers advance it across the Northwood line. Poked away, came back to center. And then a whistle. So that'll stop the clock at 9:11 to go in the game. 8-2 in favor of Northwood. So a snowman on the board here for the Timberwolves. The blue jerseys with a large paw logo on the front. Face-off coming up near circle to the left of the Roosevelt net now. It'll be Jacob McClellan who has a goal tonight for Northwood. He will be participating in this face-off.
Too many men on the ice at 9:11 remaining in the third period.
So the Lakers assessed a 2-minute penalty for too many men on the ice. That's the second time we've had that call tonight. And now after the face-off, a whistle here after a drive came in and then it got sent wide to the left side. And now we'll have a face-off coming up. 1:50 to go on the penalty and 9:01 to go in the game. 8-2 Northwood. And Northwood, you know, what's been amazing about this game is that it just turned around in a heartbeat, it seemed, in the second period. As an 8-goal explosion here after the Lakers have taken a 2-0 lead. Face-off far right down in the neutral zone, and it's controlled here. As here's Moulet with it now for Northwood. Shy of the blue line, tosses it into the Lakers zone. Went over to the far side now. Back to get it, Blake Martino for the Lakers. Lobs it ahead, and it'll slide all the way to the other end of the ice. Taken back now by Northwood. They'll play it ahead through the logo in the center circle. Across the line, up the left wing side, here's Garber. Drop back, and now it'll slide back through the neutral zone to the Northwood end. Starting to wind down the time in this game as a defender falling down, bringing it across the line, then pushing it into the far corner, Adam Moulet. Back behind the net, threw it in front, covered up here by Harbor Castle, and the faceoff is on the way. 8:12 to go in the third. It's an 8-2 lead for Northwood. Face-off coming up far circle to the left of the Laker net. Draw came bottom hash marks near circle. Came back now to the right wing point. High slot shot deflected over the crossbar. Came back off the inboards toward the near post, covered up by Harbor Castle. .804 left in the third. Face off again near circle to the left of the Roosevelt net. All right, so now we'll have a little bit of a delay before the face-off. Now it looks like we're ready to go. And the draw came now to the right wing half board. Taken here now, right wing point with it there was Crawford. Deals it to the far side. Came back now again to the near circle. Back toward Crawford, having trouble controlling it, but got it now to the left wing point. Shot in from there. Puck was bouncing around there, it looked like, in the air a little bit near the far post. Never went in, and now it got cleared to center, and then a whistle. 33 seconds remaining on the penalty to Roosevelt. Too many men on the ice, which is being served, by the way, by Gabe Kruger, who has a goal tonight. He had the second goal for the Lakers. Lakers have been outshot in this game, 48-11. Here comes the draw, far circle to the left now of the Northwood net. That means it's in the Northwood zone. It was just about to say that in the kind of in the wrong order. But anyway, we roll on later into this game. Timberwolves banking along the near boards. Nicely catching up to it there. That's Cameron Duffney. Works it in deep. Now played at bottom of the near circle. Shot from there. Steered aside by Castle. Puck came out front. To the near side to Crawford. Got spun away from the puck. It came back out to center. Martino fed it over to the far side. It gets by Watterson and goes over to the far boards. Taken back now by the Northwood Timberwolves. Duffney weaving through traffic into the Lakers zone. Near side shooting. Butterfly saved by Castle. The rebound came back around to the right side. Came back to the near point. Moulet firing it in. Save again by Castle. Right over to the far side. That's now 51 shots on goal in the game for Northwood. Moulet put it in. A redirect attempt didn't work out there. As trying to redirect it there was Lucas Nyes. Went into the toward the far half board it goes. Battled for there into the far corner. Thrown in front. Pushed aside here by Castle with his goalie stick. Went back in behind the net. Looking around now, battled for, went over to the far corner, came back to the left wing point. It was kept in there by Chase Temple. Came around now to the near side again, tossed in front, covered up by Castle. Face-off is on the way. 6:18 to go, make it 6:16, and all that it is to be determined is the final score in this game. As Northwood will pick up victory number 15 on the year, and Roosevelt will drop to 7-14. Face up, near circle to the left of the Roosevelt net, came into the slot, then went over to the far side, battled for there. They exchanged possession, trying to push it out of the zone. Kohler Crozier can't do it. Now they battle far circle again, and now the Lakers able to bring it out. Across the line, oh, nice move here, and across the line, Karowski into the far circle, shooting, and a save made there by Baldwin. Puck now played here just to the right of the net. Went back in behind the cage. Quigley, I think, had it knocked away, and now it'll be Northwood taking possession. Lobbed ahead back into the Laker zone, and so no icing there, and it'll be Roosevelt now with a puck. Rink wide over to the near side now. Kruger dumping it in. He was serving that too many men on the ice penalty that has long since expired. Now under 6 minutes to go in the game. Videnko across the line. Nice pass into the slot. Backhander here. And they score. Top shelf getting by Harbor Castle. And that makes it a 9-2 game in favor of Northwood. Northwood tonight, we noted early in the game, just a lot of speed. And they have been able to put the puck in the net really now, not so early, but often since the start of the second period, as give this latest goal to Tegan Shire. So the goal will come at the 16:44 mark of the period.
Goal by number 19, Tegan Shire. Off the assist by number 72, Alex Bedenko. At 5:16 remaining in the third period. Tegan Shire at 5:16 remaining in the third.
So it's at 14:44 the goal. Puck now back in the Northwood zone as Northwood the lead now by a 9-2 count. Puck back ahead now into the Roosevelt zone. It goes to the end boards here, and then we had a whistle just as it got to the backboards. Looking back at the other end here, thought I might have seen a little bit of a skirmish, but there were nothing but there were only Northwood players back at the other end of the rink. So that didn't happen. 4:38 remaining in the game. Northwood now approaching 60 shots. They're at 54. Face off here at center ice. Came to the near boards. Taken back now by the Lakers as Martino rink wides it to the far side. Put ahead toward Martino, but that pass did not connect. Now across the line, Northwood able to possess the puck there. Had it, losing it. Then it looked like trying to take it back was Croston. Came around now to the near side. And back behind the net it goes, over to the far boards. Trying to chip it ahead there, that was Zachary McCarthy. Came back to center, Lakers across the Northwood line. Good pass toward Martino, but just a tad behind him, and he can't hold on to it. Northwood back the other way. They'll bring it across the Laker line. Into the near circle, stick handling in, centering pass, goes right in front of the crease as that pass originating from Owen Croston. Puck now to the far boards, and it goes into the far corner. Backhanded around there, taken back and now by Northwood. Crawford had it, spun around, came to center, dumped in here now by Watterson. My apologies, by the way, to Luke. I added a T to his name on my spot board here. Every time I mention it, I always thought of Sam Waterston from the Law and Order series and other fine acting performances. Puck now into the front of the slot. Quick shot here, deflected wide to the left side. Into the far corner, sharp angled attempt here, and it'll be deflected out of play and a face-off coming up. But it is Watterson. 2:59 to go in the game. Well, Law and Order running for a long time, and What a carousel of actors comprising the cast of that show over the years. It's a constant revolving door. Here's the faceoff, far circle to the right now of the Roosevelt net. Went back in behind, actually over to the far corner. Now it got played around to the near side. Lakers able to bring it to center, but they can't. Now they do advance as they bring it across the line. Puck went into the far corner here. Karowski trying to chase it down. He takes a tumble. Puck now to the end boards. Jammed up there a little bit. Back behind the net, thrown in front, and now taken back here by Roosevelt. And they'll backpedal it here all the way back to their own zone. To the near side, Drake Adams. Got spun around, stayed on his skates, dropped it back now to Tanner Hallett. Now to Danny Bazach near side. 2:16 to go in the game. Now as the puck being maneuvered through the neutral zone, a whistle. Well, not much else to say in this game. Right now, the shot total is 55 for Northwood. We got a Northwood penalty on the way, so a last chance at a power play here for the Lakers. Milos Todorovic. Milos Todorovic into the penalty box here. He'll get 2 minutes. Here's the call on the penalty.
Timberwolves penalty on number 11, Milos Todorovic. 2 minutes for roughing at 2:14 remaining in the third period.
So Todorovic in the penalty box. And the Laker power play on the ice after it got played back into their own zone. They bring it through the center ice area, dump back into the Northwood zone. Walled out of the net there. That was Baldwin. Played now to the far point as the Lakers able to keep it in. And working around now, top of the near circle. With it there is Blake Martino, who has a goal tonight for Roosevelt. Back over to the far point now to Watterson. Played it now right wing side and in deep. Back to the slot. Shot off the post, it sounded like, and then it went in and they score. So the Lakers able to get the power play here. Well, I was trying to keep track of the puck. I heard it hit the post clearly, and then sticks were raised, and the Lakers get their third goal of the game on the board. Give it to Danny Bazach. And I think that was with the Lakers with an empty net here as Harbor Castle coming out. Now he'll go back out. And it's a 9-3 game. All right, this goal coming at the 18:28 mark of the period.
10, Danny Bazach off the assist by number 6, Andrew Lozenak at 1:33 remaining in the third period.
So the Lakers score for the first time since the 12:30 mark of the opening frame. Off the face-off scramble in front of the Roosevelt net. So 9-3 the score, closing in on the final minute of this game. Lakers bringing it across the Northwood line. Played into the near side. Now Northwood able to clear back the other way. You know, Lakers playing with a little bit more of a spring in their step here a little bit after getting that goal. And they turn it over here in the far circle. Thrown in front. Now came back here to the right wing corner. Crawford waiting at the point. They never gave it to him and went over to the far boards. Crawford was waiting and waiting and waiting. I thought for sure they'd play it to him, but the announcer thought incorrectly. Puck now to the left wing side, top of the far circle shot. Now it came to Crawford. He'll move in, shooting, and the save by Harbor Castle. Rebound came out front. I thought Harbor was going to hold on to it, but now it got cleared back to the other end of the ice. Down to 16 seconds to go in the game. Well, what an impressive offensive performance this weekend from Northwood. They toss a 7 spot on the board last night, and now they add 2 more for a 9-goal total here tonight. 3 seconds remaining. Lakers in the Northwood zone. And now the time will wind down. The buzzer sounds. This game has come to an end. 9-3 the final. Laker goals in this game tonight from Blake Martino, along with Gabe Kruger and then Danny Bazach. Meanwhile, Garber and Croston with hat tricks for Northwood. So with the win, Northwood now 15-9 on the year. The Lakers dropped to 7-14. Our thanks to Steve Hayes on game operations. Thanks to Jeff Euler, our camera operator. Thanks to all of you for tuning in tonight. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. As your final score again, Northwood 9, Roosevelt 3. We'll see you a week from tonight. Lakers will be back home. We'll be here to call it on the YouTube channel, as it'll be Roosevelt going up against Grand Valley State. Final again, 9-3 Northwood. Hope you'll enjoy the rest of the weekend, and we hope to see you next Saturday night from the Edge. Either way, until we speak to you again, this is Tom Westenfeld. Thank you so much for joining us, and for now, from the Edge in Bensonville, we wish you all a very pleasant good night.